This is pretty impressive.
It is. They'd asked me a question, during the interview, what's one word? And one word that just came to mind was spectacular. Um, to see this to come to fruition after a number of years, and obviously when I got here, the concept was there, and then being able to put all the numbers together and work with the community to make this happen. And what this means, it's transformational for our swim programs. The old natatorium was completely outdated, and the work that it needed we could probably have never have done. And to be able to collaborate and come together with the community to build something like this for our programs, for the city of Morgantown, for Mon County, is something very special.
You mentioned collaborative. This truly was a collaborative effort.
It was. I mean, when you sit around the table and you saw the ceremony today, and you look at that deck and the number of people that was being, represented from various organizations. So it was, very much a collaboration among a lot of different groups to make this happen. And we all stacked hands and said, this is what we need as a community, and let's move this thing forward and see what happens with it. So I'm hoping it's a game changer for the future, not only for the future of our programs, but for the future of swimming in general and the community, from the community side, and being able to bring a lot of different groups to Morgantown from a competitive standpoint. We'll be able to host many events outside of WVU athletics in this pool.
When you have your yearly meetings with Vic now, you can say, hey, we got this pool here for you now.
Yeah, that was something that was really special. There had been many times, and our swim program had been talked about having a new complex, and it just never came to fruition. And now to be able to be part of this, and have a swim program, and the former swimmers to be able to come back, and they laid the foundation for our swimming program, and now to come back and see this and know they had a small part in it, it's something special as well.
Last thing here, when you got here in 15, you talked about the need to improve facilities. This kind of goes in line with your vision of where you want to go with Western University athletics, isn't it?
No question, John. That's this is my vision. This is Oliver before me, it was his concept of pulling this together, and obviously there's other universities, Virginia Tech and their community had built something similar, and to be able to come in and have a part in building this facility, saying we want state of the art, we don't we deserve the best, we want the best, and to see the finished product now is not only is this just a start for WVU athletics in many ways.
Could you speak to obviously the Climbing Higher campaign and the donor aspect of that, just how important donors are to all of those projects across athletics?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people realize the value of the donors and the philanthropic giving. There's a lot of things that we can do from our own budget standpoint, but there comes a point in time that we need that additional help above and beyond what we can do from our own debt services. So people that's generous enough to be able to donate, not only to this project, but our Climbing Higher campaign, which is a $100 million campaign, what that difference it's going to make in our programs. You see our swimmers and divers here, what this is going to mean to this program. You look at football, you look at golf, you look at our Olympic sports. There's a number of things that I felt as director of athletics that we've been behind, and now's our chance. If we're running a race, I know it's a marathon, but right now we're sprinting. So it's a matter of kind of catching up in some ways, and people say it's keeping up with the Joneses, and we need to continue to have our vision and the facilities, not only to be able to recruit the best student athletes, and have them be able to compete and practice in the best facilities, but also to be able to retain the best coaches to take us to new heights and new levels. So those donors play a huge part in what we do as an athletic program.